Sunday, April 5th, 2026, the Charlotte Hornets traveled to Minneapolis to face a Minnesota Timberwolves side operating under significant roster constraints. With the regular season entering its final week, the Timberwolves had been without Anthony Edwards for 8 of their previous 10 games. The All-Star guard managing persistent discomfort in his right knee. Head coach Chris Finch addressed Edwards' availability prior to tip-off, stating he does not believe there is, quote, any great concern for anything longer term. However, Edwards' status for the remainder of the regular season remains unconfirmed. Compounding Minnesota's situation, wing defender Jaden McDaniels, the team's third leading scorer, has also been sidelined by a left knee injury. The Timberwolves had gone 1-4 across his absence heading into this matchup. For Charlotte, the circumstances entering Sunday looked considerably different. The Hornets had secured 3 consecutive wins heading in, sitting at 43-35, positioned a single game outside of the top 6 in the Eastern Conference, a franchise that has not appeared in the postseason in 10 years. At tip-off in Minneapolis, the gap between those two realities became statistical. Charlotte guard LaMelo Ball closed the contest with 35 points, connecting on 7 of 14 attempts from three-point range. That output represented his 8th game this season with at least 7 made threes, a figure that leads the league. Ball has now registered 20 games this season with 5 or more three-pointers, a level of sustained long-range output that carries few modern equivalents at the guard position. Forward Miles Bridges contributed a line of 25 points, 8 rebounds, and 7 assists, functioning as a secondary engine across all 4 quarters and applying consistent pressure at both the rim and perimeter. Guard Kobe White added 17 points as part of a balanced offensive distribution that saw the Hornets convert 45 of 92 field goal attempts, a shooting rate of 48.9%. Minnesota's output included noteworthy individual performances of its own. Julius Randle led the Timberwolves with 26 points on the evening, while reserve guard Bones Hyland produced 18 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists off the bench. Hyland's most prominent sequence came in the final seconds of the second quarter, a three-pointer from the left corner that cleared the halftime buzzer and gave Minnesota a 60-55 advantage heading into the break. That lead did not carry. Charlotte outscored Minnesota over the third period by a margin sufficient to convert a 5-point deficit into a 10-point lead by the end of the quarter. Bridges was identified as the primary offensive contributor to that shift. The Hornets held that advantage through the fourth, closing the final scoreline at 122-108. The implications of this result extend across both conference standings. For Minnesota, the defeat arrives at a structurally sensitive point. The Timberwolves currently hold 6th place in the Western Conference at 46-32, with 4 regular season games remaining. The Phoenix Suns sit 3 games behind them at 43-35. Minnesota's buffer above the play-in threshold, while not eliminated, has been narrowed by a 4th consecutive loss across their last 5 contests. For Charlotte, the win marks the 4th in an uninterrupted run and extends a broader stretch that now reads 9 wins from 11 games since mid-March. Since the Thanksgiving period, the Hornets have posted a record of 39-22. The club currently sits a half game outside of 6th place in the Eastern Conference, a position that, depending on how the remaining games resolve, could eliminate the need for a play-in appearance entirely or require them to navigate one. Both clubs return to action on Tuesday. Charlotte will visit the Boston Celtics. Minnesota will travel to face the Indiana Pacers. Both matchups carry direct implications for seeding in their respective conferences heading into the postseason.